guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Courtney, and in today's video we will be setting up my reading journal for 2026. Now, if you follow me on my Instagram or on my TikTok, then you have already seen this name page for both my reading journal and my bullet journal. So here's just another up-close look before we get started. So I'm starting off with my little welcome spread, and if it looks familiar, it should. I completely copied my 2025 version because honestly, this tiny bookshelf makes me so happy. There is something about a little miniature book that feels so cozy, and it's like they're just whispering like, okay, new year, new stories, let's do this. And it's just something inviting about a tiny bookshelf. I don't know how to explain it. And of course, I had to bring the silver stars. I'm obsessed with the whole Wondrous Skies vibe from Archer Olive September box. So I tried to sprinkle that little dreamy, starry magic right onto this page. It's very simple, it's sparkly, it's a little whimsical if you ask me, and it feels just like the perfect way to open up this reading journal. And might I add that besides my black micron gel pen that I use to start every spread, all of the materials from the calligraphs to the washi tapes and to the silver pen that I use for this reading journal setup came from Archer and Olive's September subscription box, which I think is really, really cool. Next, we have our index page and our quote page. For the index page, I have never done an index page in either my reading or bullet journal. However, learning more about the background of bullet journal from writer Carol, the founder and creator of the bullet journal himself, I've learned that an index is really important just for kind of like file keeping. You know how we file keep in our mind and we forget like, oh, what's in here or what's this about? And we just have to keep on searching like the file cabinet in our mind. That's what the index kind of serves for me for this page. So it reminds me of the spreads I have. It reminds me of the themes that I'll do for each month of my reading journal, just like I will do for each month of my bullet journal. So I want this index to be very simple. It's blank right now because I need to fill out this journal, but I decided to just use my purple calligraph from Archer and Olive along with some very beautiful daylight and nighttime letter stickers that also came, of course, in the subscription box. And I kept it very, very simple and just continued to add little stars and cutesy things around it. The next page is my quote page, and this year I wanted it to feel like the dedication at the beginning of a really beautiful book. You know, the kind where you open that first page and there's simply a line that somehow hits you right in the heart, like it hits you right in the soul, like it answers whatever doubt or feeling or concern was on your mind that day. That's what I wanted this quote page to give. So I chose the quote for all the girls who found themselves in books. I just love how gentle and empowering this quote made me feel. It almost is like a little nod to every version of me that's ever escaped into a story. And I just really wanted to keep it simple. So I wrote it out using my silver Archer and Olive gel pen. And it's nothing fancy. It's just my handwriting. And it's just like a little quiet moment to start off my book, if that makes sense. And I think it sets the tone perfectly. these next two spreads are very fun. It is my reading TBR and a book bingo. So for both of these spreads, I am using this very pretty Starry Night washi tape from Archer Olive, of course, and I am using that to create borders. And for all of my titles from now on, I am using the alphabet stickers from Archer and Olive that I used in my index for the previous page. So we're keeping it very uniform from now on, but I think the spreads are just very, very cool. So for my reading TBR, I kept it very simple. I just created a lined sheet, nothing too simple, just using the light blue from Archer and Olive. And for my book bingo, last year I did the Read Harder 2025 challenge, and for this year I am doing the 52 book club challenge, and that has a list of like 50 to 60 items for you to select. I chose 24. I kept it very, very simple, and each theme is something different. So for some of these themes, it's like a book based on a conspiracy theory, a book that is based on a natural disaster, and some are very silly. Like some have like must have a nosy neighbor character, must have a title that starts with the letter P. Like it's very, very cute. I think doing these little challenges makes reading a little bit more fun and enjoyable. I know sometimes I'm the type of girl that unless I am recommended a book via TikTok or a coworker or friend, I kind of struggle to pick out books myself. Sometimes it's a hit or miss and I feel like I'm wasting my money. So going in with like an idea of what you want to read is really, really helpful, and you get to find books that you might not have chose on yourself or on your own, you know what I mean? And while last year I didn't finish my full book bingo, I got to read some really, really cool books along the way, and I think that's the point of the challenge. And now I must warn that originally this reading TBR page was a reading goals page, and I ended up changing it because last year I kept it very simple, and I think I only had 2 goals. I wanted to complete a series and I wanted to read 24 books. And I did end up completing a series. I completed the Powerless series. I ended up finishing books 2 and 3, and it's a 3-book trilogy, and I really enjoyed myself. And I think that was the first trilogy I actually ever finished reading, so it was very fun and exciting. However, I also didn't reach my book goal for 2024. While I'm recording this in November, I'm pretty sure I'll probably finish 1 or 2 more books, and I'm currently at 17 books that I've read so far. I am a full-time student, and I also work full-time, and I think reading 19 books for the year with life hitting me is actually pretty good. But I remember kind of feeling down on myself that I didn't hit my goal, but I completely missed the fact that I had read 19 books, and that is just something that I feel like shouldn't be overlooked. That's not an easy thing to do. People are working, people have families, you know what I mean? Like life is hitting a lot of people, so I need to be a little bit more appreciative and grateful and just show myself a little bit more credit for everything that I've done this year. And I didn't want to set myself up to have that feeling again for 2026. So instead, I decided to ditch the idea of having goals. My only semi-goal or intention is to just try to read every week. And I don't think that deserves like a whole goal page. Hence why I have my reading TBR. Next is the infamous books read spread. I feel like every reading journal has this. We love to look back and reflect and ponder on our reading choices for the year. Last year in my 2025 journal, I did this in a list format, so I was able to list the title of the book, when I started it, and when I finished it. And it was cool and all. It looked very cute, but that's a little too much work for me, and I'm trying to keep this journal as simple as possible. So I'm just gonna leave this open for pictures. I thank God every day that I have that pocket printer, and I'm just going to use her until I cannot use her no more. So for this spread, I'm again just using the washi tapes and then the alphabet stickers, and that is it. The next spread is the Book of the Month spread. Now, this was initially supposed to be a single page. However, I didn't realize how big the letter stickers were, and it kind of spilled over to the second page. So I decided to make it a double page spread. And this one is going to be left empty, of course, because I have to pick a book at the end of each month. So basically, I'm just going to use my pocket printer to print out just small pictures of whatever book I say is like my favorite, or whatever book I read this month, along with a small rating. I didn't want to like pre-edit or like draft in squares or what the pages might look like, because I don't know how I'm gonna design it yet. Like, I don't know, I might get like very creative and decide to do something more like a flow chart or whatever. I don't know yet. The year has not started and there's still so much that could change. So I just decided to use my washi tape to create the border and then just do the title page, and that is it. So the last spread for this reading journal setup is a series tracker. Now, this is something that I've never done before either in my reading journals. However, considering a lot of the books I read happen to be trilogies, duologies, 8-book long series sometimes, I think that this is going to be really good at tracking where I'm at. I know there are a few of these series that I'm already reading that are dropping new books in 2026, so I think this is really good for what's coming up. I don't specifically know how I'm going to track it yet. I don't know if I want to do like a chart format or just kind of like write it out as a list. The options are still open. However, this is just where I'm going to track all the series that I am reading. Alright, you guys, we have made it to the end of the video. Here's a little flip through of all the spreads we have done. I think this is the most cohesive my journal has been in a very long time, which gets me so excited for the new year. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my socials, and happy reading in 2026.